Hi, my name is Kian Takizada, and this is my Art Fine presentation. So today I'll be presenting on this painting called The Old Guitarist, painted by the late great Pablo Picasso. So Picasso made this oil painting towards the end of 1903, right after the death of one of his very close friends who actually committed suicide. So at the time, Picasso was largely focused on paintings depicting the poor, the impoverished, and the outcasts of society. So first and foremost, there's a multitude of different reasons as to why I thought this painting was visually appealing in the first place. I'll start off with the color scheme. As we can see, the painting follows a monochromatic color scheme for the most part, meaning that Picasso used different shades and different hues of blue, with the exception of the brown guitar. Personally, blue is one of my favorite colors, so this just caught my eye right off the jump. The next thing I really like is the composition overall of the painting. I think it's really interesting how the guitar covers most of the man's body and the guitar is placed in the center of the painting. Placing it in the center puts a lot of emphasis on the guitar and almost makes it the focal point of the painting, which is pretty ironic because the man is supposed to be the primary subject and not the guitar. So I thought this juxtaposition was kind of unique. The next thing I really like is the contrast throughout the painting. Whether it's the darkness towards the bottom, contrasting with the light towards the top, or the different shades of blue contrasting with the brown on the guitar, or even Picasso's subtle uses of contrast, for example, his use of lines. If you look very closely, you can see that on the guitar strings are very small, faint, little lines, and because of directional forces, they kind of cause you to look towards the center of the guitar. These lines are much different than the lines Picasso uses throughout the man himself. For example, if you look at his toes, or his fingers, or his eyes, or his ears, or his nose, or his mouth, or even his jawline, they're all defined by very thick, very dark lines, which is obviously much different than the lines of the guitar. But I think that this contrast is very harmonious, and it brings a good sense of balance to the painting overall. Overall, I think Picasso is one of the greatest painters of all time, and this painting in particular is just one of my favorites, just because of the use of color, just the intricate use of contrast, and I think it's just a very beautiful painting overall. Thank you very much.